How are you?
I'm really good, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm okay. We had the launch yesterday. We showcased the cover, so it was really emotional. The whole
Oh my
team.
gosh, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So I'm Agnes. I am 26 years old. I now am the founder of Black Minds Matter UK, which has kind of happened very quickly, but it's such an exciting cause. Our organisation was set up with a mission of connecting as many Black people with certified Black therapists in the UK to get up to 12 weeks courses of therapy. So one of the things that we noticed over time was the mental health of people around us was deteriorating at a very rapid rate, that it was quite scary with everything that was going on in the world. It was just hard to sit back and not do anything. So me and the other founder, Annie, we had a conversation on WhatsApp, and we were like, it would be amazing if somebody just kind of raised a lot of money for Black people to get therapy, but then we just quickly realized that we could do it ourselves. So we just went off, and before you know it, we hit our target in 24 hours, and now we're here. We've raised what, half and more, or more, like, yeah, about £600,000. And our community just keeps on growing, which is so beautiful, but also quite alarming that nothing like this has never been done before. So mental health for Black people has been neglected for so many years.
Yeah. Why do you think there's such a stigma around mental health when it comes to Black people, especially because we've experienced so much trauma.
Oh my
We
gosh.
are the ones in need of
Yes.
mental health.
I always I think about this all the time because I think we should have got serious, and I mean serious mental health support after colonialism. When our ancestors were freed from slavery, they should have gone to a place where they could really get the help with their mental health. But instead, they were just, freed into the world and allowed to figure it out. So we've had that generational trauma for so long. And when it comes to the stigma surrounding mental illness in the Black community, there's just so many factors. There's factors like religion, where we are taught to pray it off. If you're not feeling well, just trust in a higher power to guide you. But you can still trust in a higher power, but still seek medical support at the same time. There's also that just stigma that we are, as Black people, I suspect, well, allowed and expected to stay strong at all times, which is quite a burden when you look at Black women. When I look at the burdens I've had put on me as a Black woman to always be strong, to always be the leader of the family, to always be the one that doesn't take offense, to always be the one that defends everyone in situations. It's a lot to take in. So yeah, it's just stigma and the cultural differences that we've had when it comes to therapy. Like, it's not something that we've spoken about as a community, and that's definitely one thing that we're working on fixing. Black Minds Matter really just wants to address therapy, the need for therapy, and the importance of seeking out mental health support during the early stages of an illness versus letting it get to psychosis. If you look at the psychosis figures in the UK, that's quite scary. I think we're like 7 times more likely to be diagnosed with psychosis and 47 times more likely to be diagnosed with schizophrenia.
Apart from money, which is obviously very important for such an organization, what other resources would you guys need to, take the work of the organization further?
Certainly. And so I've always said, if you're starting an organization like this, don't even worry about the money. Focus on the resources that you need to carry out your daily organizational tasks. One thing that we do need a lot, and one thing we do have actually, is like a good social media team, which everyone needs. But one thing we do need is like web developers. We need people to help us bring that vision to light. We have like over 80 therapist profiles that need to go on a website ASAP. So web developers, PR strategists, data analysts, more therapists. We want to get to like infinity amount of therapists on our database. So we're working towards that. So a lot of resources apart from money.
Do you consider the work you do political in some ways?
I wouldn't consider it political because we don't have any political views. Our focus is just solely like medical. Like, we are an organization that addresses the medical disparities that exist, and the different ways that systematic oppression has affected mental health for Black people. That could be political to some, but it's something that we haven't quite thought about in terms of where we stand politically.
And I can imagine after the George Floyd killing, many people must have come to you not only to help but also in need of therapy. Was it
Yeah.
difficult to handle this particular time?
We've got like a team of people that work on the therapy requests. At the moment, we started off like within 24 hours, we had about 300 requests for therapy. And now we're like, our waiting list is like 1,700 people that will be going through therapy during launch. So, and that number keeps growing. We get at least 10 requests a day on all our platforms. So, and a lot of it's not directly linked to like racial trauma, because Black people do go through other issues, like sexual abuse, like anxiety, depression, family trauma. So we are addressing so many different issues that haven't been addressed in a very long time, or have been addressed but not effectively.
How do you think the fashion industry could help what you guys do, or help in general when it comes to mental health and the trauma that Black people and brown people have gone through?
Yeah, I think the fashion industry could really help its models. It could really help the workers who are far high up in organizations. They do need the support, especially the models. I mean, imagine traveling from, Africa to New York, and then being worked to death, being rejected constantly, missing family. There's just so many things that the fashion industry could be doing. They could be making sure they have effective well-being strategies in place to support the people that they're outsourcing from different countries. So yeah, definitely out there, making sure that they improve their well-being and keep checking in on these models, keep making sure there's resources for them to heal, to even safe spaces for them to speak about what they're feeling.
Thank you so much for taking the time
Thank you
to
for having
speak
me.
with us, and we're really lovely to be working with you guys.
Thank you so much for all the support. We really appreciate it, and congratulations on everything you guys have achieved.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye, Pierre. Bye.